Of those images, you cannot help but to fear for your own student safety. So what can we do to make our schools safer? John Matthews, the director of the Community Safety Initiative, he joins us today. Thanks for joining us. First of all, this is a very large school, and while we were watching this, you and I, you mentioned something to me that a lot of us don't think about, and that's that even though the students want to communicate with everybody with social media, that can also be a danger.
Yeah, social media is a double-edged sword. It's great for getting the word out, letting people know, but also you have to be careful what you're tweeting, what you're posting. You never want to put your position. You never want to say your location. I'm in the West Hallway. I'm in the science room, because you don't know who's monitoring social media. We've had multiple school shootings, Columbine, Jonesboro, and others, where we've had several offenders. Those other offenders can also be monitoring social media. Then they're going to know where you are. So it's great. You know, what we tell them is, if you're going to be on your phone, keep it on silent. Text mom and dad. Let mom and dad know you're okay. Let them know your location. Even more importantly, text the police. Let them know. We've got 20 people. We're in the south wing of the building. We're in the science room. That way police know where you are and can come help.
Yeah, so you can text, but your concern is the use of letting everybody know exactly where you are. We're in the classrooms, and that's a real concern.
And misinformation. Okay. Because we, the police, are monitoring social media too. And you heard it all throughout the day. We hear it all of these shootings. Different people see different things, and misinformation gets out there. And my heart went out for the parents that were monitoring things on social media, and kids posting, I saw this fatality, I saw this child dead. Well, it's not confirmed, and as a parent, you've got it. Your heart's just got to ache, because you don't know what's true and what's not. Just be careful with the posting on social media.
This is a large school, which I would imagine raises special concerns for officers who have to clear every room.
You're talking about hundreds of entrances, exits. This is a school in Florida. Many of the hallways are open, don't have roofs, the passing areas, so it's a large school. It's very complex. It takes hours and hours, and that's why you saw students there an hour and a half after the school closed, 2 hours after the school closed. The officers have to go in and clear that building, make sure there's no secondary devices like bombs, make sure there's no other offenders in the building, and people that are hiding.
John, I know that you and I have talked about this a lot of times, and the one thing you always tell me is advanced training. It has to be realistic, and it has to be done over and over again to really get this, people understand.
And you saw it today, you know, and I know they have a plan. I heard the superintendent talk, or the county commissioner talk, but the kids didn't know what to do. The first reports were to evacuate. Some of them ran from the building. Others were to lock down. They locked down. The first reports that came out, I heard children from Walmart. I heard them from neighborhoods. They didn't have a designated reunification site. That's actual practice. You got to teach the kids. You got to practice with them. And I said it in the earlier hour. We spend so much time practicing sports, right? Rehearsing how to hit a baseball, how to kick a football. We've got to rehearse what to do in these situations, because, John, they're not going away. So we have to take it upon ourselves to know, how do we respond as students, as teachers, as parents, and as citizens when the worst case happens.
All right, thanks a lot. John Matthews talking to us. Now, we know of no one, we should tell you, who knows more about this kind of thing in the training than John Matthews. We appreciate you being with us today. Of course, we'll